So hi, my name is Francisco Perez Arce. I'm an economist here at CSAR. I'm going to talk about the visualization. The visualization is kind of the easiest way that we're going to have to get people to access and play around with data. It's going to help us visualize data from the comprehensive file. The tool that I'm going to show you now, it's not public yet, but will be very soon. And we will also be expanding capabilities in the near future. But with this presentation, I just want to show you where we're at. The objective of this is to get to a very broad audience, so including reaching users who are not familiar with statistical software, including non-quantitative researchers, policy analysts, journalists, public servants, and the general public. But also maybe researchers who will eventually want to use our data and download data sets, but want to first familiarize with available data before diving in deeper, or people who are just, just browsing to see what type of data we have. So with that, let me just show you how it looks. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, so there you can see, if you go to the visualization, you're going to see a screen like this. Here, I'm just showing you a plot of the financial well-being scale, which is a scale that goes from 0 to 90, tries to measure financial well-being. It's weighted, so what you see there is the distribution for the whole country. You can see it kind of looks sort of normal. You can tab in the notes tab right there, and then you have a little bit more information about the variable that's being visualized. You can also click on the tab, and then you can see the same information, but in table format, and you can download it to Excel if you want to plot it in your own way, or CSV or PDF as well. But if we go back to the graph, you can see the distribution, but you can also see how the distribution varies for different groups of people. So you can plot it, for instance, by education group. And you can see there how the distribution looks for those who have high school or less, some college, or a bachelor or more. You can see there that more educated people have higher levels of financial well-being according to this scale. You can do by age, income, race, ethnicity, sex, or census region. So I'm just going to show you by sex, for instance. You can see that men tend to have higher financial well-being than women. You can also plot it by income groups. Here, the orange bars are the financial well-being for the highest income group. You can see, as you would expect, people with more income have higher financial well-being, which seems quite natural. But one of the nice things of seeing the distribution is that you can also note that there's quite a bit of overlap. So there's quite a bit of people with high levels of income who have only a medium level of financial well-being, and vice versa. There are some people with mid levels of income with high levels of financial well-being. So this is one of the type of things that you hope a tool like this one will get people to, to notice things that they may find interesting, and then decide to look into it more and download the data, etc. Just want to show you one more of these cases that I found interesting. As I was playing with this tool, I plotted life satisfaction for education groups by different education groups, and you can see a relationship that I knew existed, that more educated people have higher levels of life satisfaction. I knew it from other literature and other analysis. But what I found interesting here is that gradient is reversed at the highest level of life satisfaction. So for the very, very top category of life satisfaction, the people with lower levels of education are more likely to be in that category. One thing you can do with these graphs is hover through the bars, and you'll see a bit more information. So for instance, you can see the sample size implied in each of these bars. So here you can see the number of high school respondents with only high school or less in the highest level of life satisfaction is it's not so small. It's over 300, and even more for the bachelor's or more. So this is one thing that then I went to the data, downloaded it, and looked at it more carefully. And it's interestingly that result survives, putting it in a regression framework with controls and so on. We show you here too the variable name as its name in the comprehensive file. So if you're playing around with a visualization and you want to note a variable that piqued your interest, you can note here the name of the variable, and you can easily find in the main data set. We have many variables now. We have getting close to 100, but we're going to have many more. So we don't want people to get too lost while browsing through all the data that we have, all the variables. So we've divided the variables into 10 categories. We have variables under cognition, disability programs, employment, financial literacy and well-being, health services, health, income and wealth, personality, satisfaction with life domains, and social security programs. So you can see, for example, in health. So if you click on health, then you go to the variables menu, and then you see which variables we have currently listed under health. Likewise for disability programs, just to show you another example, you see a bunch of variables that we have. So we have very different types, several different types of variables. We have yes or no questions, such as whether you currently have disability benefits. And then we also have continuous variables, such as the ones on income and wealth, where you can plot individual earnings. And that's it. I think it's very simple to use, and hopefully you will find it interesting. We go back to the slides, please. So this is where we're at, so first of all, we want to increase the number of variables that are available, so which we'll do in the coming weeks and months. But we also want to add some capabilities that we will also do in the coming months, such as the ability for the tool to help you visualize trends. So if you want to see what has happened with one particular variable across time, and also make it so that you can compare statistics across groups defined by more than one demographic. So if you want to look at, say, average income between Hispanic men and women or something like that, hopefully you can do that. That's it. Thanks.